What's up, y'all? This is Jay of jaysdiamondbody.com, here to show you guys how to do the fitness test for the program. So as you can see, this is the paper that I'll be going off of, and you don't have to do everything here, or you can do everything here. For some of this, you can just easily say, hey, I'm going to do this as a variation. I just simply can't do this movement, okay? Just for sake of the video, I'm going to show you guys how to do every single one of these properly, so you're not cheating yourself out of your own progressions, because this becomes your data, okay? You don't want to mess up your own data. If you're cheating, not coming all the way down for, say, a pull-up, that's on you. You don't know where your strength is coming from, if you're able to pull or if you're able to push from the extremes of that range of motion. We need to know that about you, because that's going to address some imbalances. That's going to address why you might have some pain. That's going to address some of the things that you might fear or see later in life. Okay, so we're trying to address a lot of things here, as well as just your strength improvement, your muscularity, everything. The fitness test is everything to you, just like the measurements, just like the progress pictures. So let's start with the pull-up. To do the correct pull-up, all you're going to do is you're going to get on a pull-up bar. The pull-up is where you have your hands pronated. Okay, so your hands are in a pronated position. When you have them supinated, that would be the chin-up, okay? So we're going to start with the pull-up. All you're going to do is you're going to make sure that your whole entire body is outstretched. From there, you're going to drive down your shoulders. So you're going to literally retract your scapula and your shoulders. Then you're going to drive your elbows down as well as your chest up. Keeping your core tight, you want to go for repetitions. I'm not going to kill myself in this video and do a lot of repetitions. I go for bodybuilding, so it's strictly about the tension that's going through the muscle and the time under that tension. But for you guys, you may want to go for endurance, or you may want to go for muscularity like me. Whichever you decide, and you go ahead and you chart that down. So, without further ado, here goes the pull-up. Okay, now the next movement is you'll go into the pull-up iso, okay? So that's just an isometric movement for the pull-up. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. We're coming up at the peak, and we're just going to hold here as long as you possibly can. And then release slowly, and then take your time down. Now, for the pull-up, as many pull-ups as you can achieve from the bottom all the way to the top in 60 seconds. The iso movements, that's an A-lap, as long as possible that you can hold that movement. Now, the next one here is going to be the chin-up iso. So, it's just what we were talking about in the beginning, where the wrists are in a supinated position. Okay, so we're going to supinate our wrist, boom, find our bar, come, and hold. As high as you can get up. And then slowly allow yourself to come down, hold that as long as you possibly can, and then go ahead, write down the data. Now, the next movement that you got is going to be the full chin-up. Okay? The full chin-up, simple. Same thing as the chin-ups iso movement, except you're going to do a dynamic movement, so you're just going to be like the pull-up that we just did. So, we're going to drive the elbows down while we retract the shoulder blades, and we retract everything, essentially everything in the scapula, and then we're going to pull up as high as we possibly can go with our chin above this bar. So, retract the shoulders, drive the elbows down, and pull up that chest. Retract shoulders, drive the elbows, drive up the chest. Retract the shoulders, drive down the elbows, pull up the chest. As many of those as you can achieve. Now, the next one that we have here is the inverted row. Now, for the inverted row test, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get to a horizontal position with a bar, okay? Some of you may have a power rack, and you can go ahead and use the power rack as well. Just make sure the setting is low enough to where you are literally in a horizontal position where you're pulling your body up here. It's going to hit the lower, the middle lat of your back. So, when you come under, Want to make sure the hips are up, glutes are squeezed, shoulders are down and back, the chest is up, and we're going to drive. As many of these as you can achieve in 1 minute. If your chest cannot touch the bar, you're not doing the inverted row correctly, you're not achieving that range of motion. So some people, you know, they say go ahead and just, hey, I hit 90 degrees. It's not good enough. You want to achieve the full range of motion in your shoulder as well as in your back to get all of the range. If you get all of the range, you can't miss any development. You can't miss any places or pieces of the puzzle where you could be creating more muscularity, or you could be burning more calories, or whatever the case may be. You have to hit everything, full range of motion. That's how you will grow, and that's how your body will change. That's where you will get the best fat loss, the whole 9 yards. So there's no questions about that, full range of motion, period.